So you're here for the Kardashian Kids.
Yes.
And tell us, look, the Kardashian women's collection, sexy, curvy, but Kardashian Kids, what are you trying to achieve with this collection?
I think for our kids collection, we want really affordable pieces, but we don't want to sacrifice style, fashion, the luxurious fabrics. We've been in the fashion industry. We know the price of fabrics and what it costs to have something produced and made well. And that's what we want to do, especially for kids. I think kids outgrow things so quickly and they're always needing something else and new, and we want to give people trendy, beautiful things but at a really good price. And so we're providing that.
We've seen Northwest being dressed up so cute.
Yeah.
On her way to ballet, she was wearing she had a gorgeous little tutu, but she had a Balmain jacket on.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Will Kim be dressing her daughter in Kardashian Kids?
Yes, we have a little tutu. There's that pink one with rose gold polka dots on it. And the collection was inspired by North and Penelope because they're both into ballet at the moment. And so we even have some onesies with ruffles on the booty. And just because we're doing like a ballerina collection doesn't mean it has to be so theatrical. So we're doing ballerina-esque pieces.
What kind of an auntie do you think you are?
I think I'm a great auntie. I'm definitely the fun one.
Yeah.
I live a block away from Courtney, and so the kids come to my house at least 3 times a week, and they get cookies. My sister, Courtney has sweets at her house, but not,
You have big bowls.
I have big bowls, and they come, they know where the Ziploc bags are, so they come, they feel very independent, and they come and get their cookies, what they want, and then they go on a walk again. But I love that they know my house is like the fun house where all the sweets are. I did that to my grandmother, so it makes me feel like, okay, they know that I'm the cute one.
Actually, I
the
always
cute cookie one.
But let's talk about body image. There's nothing like, wait till you have kids, they'll tell that to you straight. Body image,
Yes.
the Kardashian curves.
Yes.
You know, womanly curves, luscious butts, which I actually think is, it's the latest trend, thanks to you guys. No, seriously.
I think Jennifer Lopez started it. Don't you think?
I don't think it was it didn't become as mainstream as you guys did. When did you become, did you have to work at being comfortable with your body? I know you...
For sure.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I was just saying this a little bit ago, so I became crazy on a fitness kick within the past 2 years. I started about 2 years ago. And prior, I would never look back at myself and say, I was fat. I've always been really confident, but I would say I was really unhealthy. I'm never going to be a stick-thin girl, but nor do I want to be. I'm very comfortable with my curves and the size. I don't care about a number. If I'm a 29 in jeans, that's fine with me. If I feel good and look good, I don't care to be a 26. I don't know what that looks like, so I don't care about that. But, so I'm not big on numbers for that. When I look back at myself, I'm like, oh, wow, I was so unhealthy. But I wasn't thinking I have to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. It wasn't about that. I wanted to change my lifestyle. I was going through a really hard time, and I needed a stress reliever. When my father died, I turned to eating. When bad things happened to me in my life, I used to turn to eating. Because, of course, food is comfort. You feel like, ooh, this cookie's hugging me from the inside out. Whatever it is, it makes you feel good for the moment. I decided that wasn't working for me for whatever reason. And instead of doing a negative thing like drinking or this or that, I wanted to have a better released mind, body, soul. And little by little, I started losing weight as a side effect. Not intentional. It was really a mental thing. And I started realizing, wow, I always said I'm big boned. That's what they say to you. And then I started realizing, wow, I actually can get smaller, but be in better shape.
Now, also, every move you make is documented by the paparazzi. Forget the show, but even with the paparazzi, how do you cope with that? And also, have you thought about how you're going to cope if it stops, if and when it stops?
Coping with, we talk about if and when it stops. It's going to stop one day. And I'm completely okay with that, whenever that day is. It could happen tomorrow or in 20 years. It's something that I think because my family and I are on this journey together, it makes it easier. Also harder because they pick us all apart. But we can say we know what the other one's going through. Whereas in, I don't know, like any other celebrity. They don't have brothers and sisters that are all on equal playing fields. Yes, Kim might be the more famous one, but we're right behind her. It's not like there's one who's astronomically famous and the other one is, you know, in this pool. We're all pretty much, we're all in the same league to a degree, and that's a blessing for us because we can't turn on each other, or we can't, so we go through it together. But with the paparazzi, that's something we had to deal with over time, like learn how to deal with it over time. My dad was in the OJ trial, and so it was a different type of paparazzi. When I grew up, it was more with malicious intent. Yes, I'm not paparazzi, they're more, I wouldn't trust them, but this is more about, let me get a good fashion shot, or like where before it was more evil. And my dad kind of taught us, I think that was almost,
A lesson?
yeah, it almost like taught us how to cope with it now. Because that was the most malicious it could get.
The mechanics of keeping up with the Kardashians, like how many hours, crew, like how does that?
So how we started, it's definitely different than how it is now.
No, now.
Yeah, so now it's on another level. But for the Keeping Up show, which is different than the Take, so for the Keeping Up show, we film about 12 to 16 hours a day when we're in season, 6 days a week. And our crews have been with us since season 1, so we know them, and we genuinely don't even remember they're around, and we just let them roll. And we can watch TV if we wanted, but they can't ever air that. It's like, who wants to watch that? So we try to not be on TVs, try to not really be on our phones, and we just let them roll. My sisters and I and my mom, we all have editing rights, so we see everything before it goes to the network. Just because we've done the show for so long, we get that luxury because we started before the whole height of reality TV. With that being said, that's why we film so much, because all the footage we get to see. So we let them have access to everything.
Okay, what do you never travel without?
My blanket.
Your favourite film?
I love Love Story.
Your greatest extravagance or guilty pleasure?
Bought myself a car.
Which one?
A Rolls Royce.
I
guess my house. Wouldn't my house be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your 3 dream guests at a dinner party, dead or alive?
My dad, Jesus. My dad, Jesus, and Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
I'd say her.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Who do you admire most?
My mom.
What always makes you cry?
Ugh, not a big cry. I guess when my sisters cry.